I'm just getting home from walking quite a bit around to the buses and stuff. So I got myself some really good sneakers, some nice new white sneakers, good socks. I think I got a sunburn on my nose as I was walking. Should have put sunscreen on. It was also like really windy today too. So, couple things I want to talk about here. Um, it's important to, let me see where to go from here, to share the gospel as much as you can with other people. Most of my life has been taking care of my family, being there for my husband. I will be talking on my other channel, Melissa's Home, Melissa May's Home, about different things you can do to support your husband, um, different ways to help him grow. That's something men want. They want to be, encouraged so that they can grow. And so you want to do all that. That's your main focus when you have a family. And as you go along in life, you want to be reaching out to others. So for me, um, I still have things going on over here, a little bit, mostly working now. That's pretty much all I'm doing. And I do have work in New Hampshire too if I want it. So once we move, I will be deciding, what I'm doing. I'm probably going to end up being in New Hampshire in the summers, definitely every summer, and being over here in the winter, sharing two homes, just so that I can, be in two places at once. For me, I love the summers in New Hampshire, and then also having some time with my kids. So the new place we're going to is probably going to be like a vacation home for me eventually, and then I will be living in New Hampshire again. New Hampshire is my home state. My kids are grown up, um, so seeing them sometimes, is enough. So I want to share about the gospel because that's really important to share the gospel with other people. So I met two people today who had AIDS, which was sad. One of the people I know a little bit through talking to them, and they were raped, so they have AIDS. And another person today was saying that I invited him to church, and he didn't have AIDS. Sorry, he did not have AIDS, but his mother had died of AIDS. His mother, there was someone in their life who had shot up, and then that mother, I think they were divorced or something, and she had gone with someone else. And anyways, his mother, not exactly sure with the whole thing, something to do with drugs, and she died of AIDS. So it is so sad to see people have AIDS. Elizabeth Taylor also stuck up for those who had AIDS. A lot of times it's not, something that people are even aware of. They're with someone who had AIDS, and it's like, holy cow, I've got AIDS now. They gave his mother 3 years to live, and he was talking about how he was 15. Time he was 18, she left, and I guess he was bitter. And that is when she died. That is something a lot of people deal with. They deal with bitterness. So when they're bitter, they don't care. They don't care anymore, right? Because it's almost like there's no hope. So because he was bitter and hurt and the pain was so bad, he was talking about how he went to drugs and how he was just a kid, and he met, someone in the family's relatives who, he walked into the wrong place at the wrong time. They were doing it, he tried it, and then he was addicted. And he talks about being sober for years now, and I was encouraging him what a good job, he's been doing, and he's a Christian. And so I invited him over to church this Sunday, and he was like very happy to be able to go. He's like, yeah, I'll go. There's another guy who is going to church that I invited. And it's just really important to put God first. It really is. He was saying that for a time he was walking with God, and then he decided not to anymore and do things his own way. And as soon as he did, everything fell apart. He's like, my whole life went crashing down. So, he stays, he stays in AA and he gets the support he needs there. A lot of people, use AA, and he's just like, I can't say it's a God, a higher power. It's Jesus Christ. So, be there for people. We had to wait for the bus for a while, so I just sat there and just, talked to him and listen to him and be there for other people because it's important, as much as you can after your responsibilities with your family. Okay, so that's what I got to share, guys. Thanks for joining me.